Hey everyone, Ramses here. In this video, I'm going to go over a game I played on stream recently because I thought it was a really good example of how having good positioning is super important and how it can win you games. Let's get into it. All right, so right off the bat on defense, when you're walking to your spot in this pre-round timer thing, you want to be thinking, where am I going to be setting up? What am I going to be doing? Where could they possibly come from? If they come from here, what am I going to do? If they come from here, what am I going to do? This is going to help you be more effective. That zip line, I'm probably going to leave there for that whole round. So in case I die, I can use it to get back. I mean, it doesn't matter because you get it when you spawn again, but yeah. So this turret right here is one that I use every time I play on this map. You can see on the left side over here, it covers the left. It has high ground. It has nice distance from if they're all pushing on main with the cart. I have nice distance from them. I have the high ground on them. I can shoot them from there. I could shoot them from this area right here. I can shoot them if they go really far on this bridge, which some people like to do, like on this window area. And on the left, if they try to flank, I can get them. And if I need to retreat, I have a health pack room behind me. I can drop down. So I have all these. I'm thinking all this when I'm going to my spot. And I have all these scenarios in my head. If something happens, I'm going here. If something happens, I'm going here. You should have this too.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
No matter who you're playing, whether it's Punisher or whatever, you should be thinking of that.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks. Focus on the battle.
We can pull it off. I've been in worse games.
There we go. They're pushing on the left. I can cover the left with my turret. I can cover main with my turret too. I'm getting a lot of damage out. I want to be hitting with all your bullets. Get as much value as possible. Doesn't matter who I'm hitting, I'm going to be hitting them. Here we go. We're up 6v5. We can get a little bit aggressive, right? We can walk up on them. Go for those headshots. Infinite ammo. Really nice. Pressure them out. Don't overextend. That's an important thing. Their spawn is right there. There's no point. Get that damage out. Get those numbers out. Stay with infinite ammo so that you can get all your numbers up. Staying on the high ground. We're not overextending here. Simple stuff. I have 5 seconds left on my turret. I'm 30% away from my ult. I'm just going to go back to my spot and set up my turret like usual. Waiting for it to come up. Get that damage out. Don't go too far forward. That little smoke grenade there is 45 damage. If I hit more than one person, that's pretty nice. And here you can see the Bucky on the left uppercutting, right? I'm going to be able to hit him and pressure him. I'm going to be able to hit the people on the cart with this turret too. There we go. We got to pick because Penny webbed him. We're up 2 here. Get that damage out with the turret. Already have ult. A minute in and I already have ult.
To fight alone. Focus on the battle.
So here, look, my turret's low HP and I have 80 bullets out of 20 on my turret. And I also have ult ready. So there's decisions to be made here. You could either get out of the turret and let the cooldown start refreshing, or you could try to get as much, use all the rest of the 80 bullets. But the thing that makes the difference here is that I already have ult. Because I already have ult, I don't want to be spamming more damage. I want to be looking for an opportunity to use my ult. Because if I have ult already and I keep spamming the damage, it's just feeding the enemy healer's ult charge. And you don't want to be doing that. You just want to be farming ult, use the ult. Farm the ult, use the ult, right? As soon as possible. That's how you get the most value out of it. And get a lot of damage. Because when you're ulting, you're the most powerful version of yourself. Smoke just to see if anyone's there. Okay, so I think they're pushing on the bottom left. We get picked. We're down 5v6. We got to be a little careful here. Our rocket just res them. Huge.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Here we go. They're pushing main. They're kind of split, I think. I'm thinking in my head, I got my ult so fast, I can probably ult without a healer even having ult. And I can get pressure. And it looks like I'm right because they don't use anything. They just think they can run away. And I melt 2 people. Boom. Have a good one. Here, okay, so a lot of people, especially when I'm going against Punishers that, like, I think they don't know what they're doing. They would set up turret here. And the bad thing is, obviously, they're in spawn. They can just shoot it and break it. You can't. I see a lot of people doing this. Don't do this. Just... What I'm going to do is go back to my spot that I've been at the start and just set up turret. I have not left high ground once this whole round so far. And it's super basic what I'm doing. It's not anything special. It's not hard. I'm just chilling up here and shooting with my turret, shooting with infinite ammo. Okay, we get picked. We trade. Huge. And that's a healer I killed. Okay. So who should you shoot here? This guy just ulted on top of you. I have a almost full HP turret. I have 300 HP. And then Rocket just ulted. I'm going to try to get him low through my turret. Okay, I get him to half. And then look at this. I get infinite ammo right off the bat. That's huge for my Rocket. Huge play. And I knew the priority target was right above me. Now I could just freely shoot them. Infinite ammo plus Rocket ult is like a mini Punisher ult. So just go crazy here. Yeah, we wiped them up here. Really nice. I'm 60% to my ult. I have 9 seconds for my turret. Magneto's almost dying there. Going back to set up my turret on the same exact spot. Just as usual. Easy. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of people on the left. Okay, they're coming for me. A lot of people running at me with Mantis ult. Mantis leading the charge. Okay. So what could I have done there? That is my first death of the game, and that's a misplay by me. Think of every death that you have as something to learn from or as a misplay and something to improve upon. So what could I have done there? I could have, as soon as Mantis ults, I could have instantly ziplined away, even towards their spawn, just away from them. I could have ziplined towards my team or rocket or smoke grenaded myself towards my team. I could have gone into the room with the health pack. Like if you see here, right behind me. In this spot, I could have ran back there into the health pack and tried to juke them. Work around those staircases with my shotgun. I didn't do that. I thought in my head, I remember in the moment that I was thinking, these guys aren't going to kill me. I'm good. Even with the Mantis ult, what are they going to do? But they blew me up. I did smoke grenade myself, but I didn't have that sense of urgency in my head. I was greedy. I was getting greedy with it. Thankfully, I get rezzed by Rocket. Again, that's already 2 deaths he's rezzed, by the way. That's pretty huge. Here we go. We're cleaning him up. We're cleaning him up. Let him get that ult reset. Help him clean it up. All right. I have ult. So, an important thing here. I'm about to get turret, right? Should you set up turret or should you wait for the ult? I'm going to be looking for ult always. I don't want to be feeding ult charge like I mentioned earlier. You can see when I press tab that they're trying to figure out a good comp. Because it's hard to deal with here. And I don't want to say a counter just in case I have to go against it in game. Here we go. We're just poking him down. Poking him down from the high ground. And we get a pick. It's very hard, especially with a single tank I think they have. Oh no, they have 2. But the thing doesn't have shields to help him get up. I'm just poking him from the high ground. Okay, here we go. Luna ulted. I have ult. And we just killed their healer. So in my head, I'm thinking, as soon as Luna ult goes down, I could use my ult potentially and clean up the fight. But if we're already at a huge man advantage, like if they don't even have that big of a chance to win the fight when her ult is down, I'm not going to ult. So it depends on the state of the match right here. When her ult goes down, you need to be assessing these type of things. Mid-fight. Trying to get that. Okay. I'm thinking she ulted. I got ult back because that could potentially kill someone. Huge Magneto bubble from my mag. That's huge. Saves me. Okay. I get killed from this Bucky flanking on the left. So what could I have done there? That's another misplay by me. I could have not walked up down here on this side. I could have stayed right here on this corner. I didn't need to walk up at all. They were in my line of sight regardless. And if I had stayed here on this area where I started, I would have seen the Bucky coming up on the left. He would have shot me. I wouldn't have been exposed to the Magneto and the Squirrel Girl. I could have backed up here on this right side into that room with the health pack behind me. I could have isolated the Bucky, shot him down, beamed him down with my ult, then continued back onto the cart. Because my ult's pretty long. It's like 8 seconds or something. I didn't have to run at them. All of us feel like it's natural that we feel very strong, so let's go in, right? but that's not always the best thing to do. And yeah, it cost me there. If Rocket didn't res me again, that might have been bad. Yeah, I didn't have to walk up there, and even I could have even dodged the Magneto ult. The Magneto wouldn't have had to bubble me if I had stayed in that room back there, right here where this res is. So here I know Bucky's behind me, just poking him down. I see that they're low. Okay, I know Bucky's ulting behind me, right? But I see that these guys are low. We already got a pick or two, and I'm at a really good spot on the high ground. So I'm just going to stay up here. I'm not even going to look towards him because I'm thinking he could be going into an area where I don't see him. But I could see everyone here. I could see a healer here. I could see a tank here that's really low, and I have infinite ammo. It just got dropped. So I'm just going to stay here. Here we go. Both healers behind the cart, and the high ground, they have nowhere to hide. It's like fish in a barrel right here. Look at this. Just beaming the head. Aim for those headshots. It's nice. She has nowhere to hide. This is a huge misplay by me, and she even tried to help me out. She said, stay back up there, okay? You're doing good up there. Stay up there. She pushed me. I'm trying to jump off for some reason. That was just a bad play by me. Look, I'm chasing her out of greed. That's my third misplay of this game. What I should have done is stay up on the high ground and just keep shooting at her with my rifle. I didn't have to. She had nowhere to go. She doesn't have self-heal besides the shield and the invisibility. I could have just stayed up there, used that health pack behind me if I was in trouble. I could have kept poking people that were coming from their spawn because we were just killing them. Instead, I get really greedy and make this bad play. And it could have lost us the point. But thankfully, I have a good team. And we had ults.
I'm counting on you, friends.
So yeah, trying to get back to the point to fight. And we just Magneto ulted someone. Use that zip line from earlier, from the beginning of the game. I was checking to see if someone was on the top left there. Get back in that turret, just get the damage out. There we go, get a kill instantly. Look at the ult charge every now and then.
So kind.
That's that. They didn't make it far at all. Look how far they made it. And then on our offense side, it took us like 1 or 2 fights to win this game. I'll go ahead and show the stats after this. But point is, I didn't do anything special at all that game. All I did was stand up on top, just cycle the cooldowns of the turret and the infinite ammo, and keep the high ground. And then don't put yourself at risk for no reason. And you could see I even made misplays right there. I had 3 deaths, and all of those were my fault. There's no blaming my team there. If you go into games with that mindset, you're going to be learning a lot, and you're going to see that you're making a lot of mistakes. Even the best players make mistakes like that, but they have different mindsets. Yeah, it's just the power of good positioning. The high ground, the distance, the safety, the retreating back here in this room that I never did, but I should have been doing. I could have also been dropping down here this way, zip lining back. You know, there's a lot of options. So here is the stats page. I had 21 limbs, 10 final hits, 18,000 damage. And I was just chilling up there. It's nothing special. This is some basic aiming, right? It's not overextending. There's a very fine line between overextending and being in a safe, good spot. And I recommend if you're a Punisher player, try out that turret. I think you're going to like it. It's really strong. They had to go triple heals here. At one point at the end, they had triple tank too. It's very hard to deal with. But yeah, just having that good positioning and staying on it. It just won us that game. If you have any ideas or anything you want to see next, just let me know in the comments. And if you got something out of it, consider subscribing, because I'm 50 subscribers away from 100 subscribers. So that would be pretty cool to have. I stream Monday through Friday if you guys want to tune in. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.